So I'm popping on real quick because there's lots of changes for me in 2026, and I had to go all out to finish off my purchasing for 2025. So this is going to be probably my last haul video. I am determined and intentional and mindful of this year's purchases. So let's just round this off. So last haul of 2025, and I'm going to just kind of show you a mix of everything all in one video. So Kimberbell is doing a digital dealer mystery again, but this year it's going to be called Mistletoe Mystery, I believe. So what I did was I got the embellishment kit, and then every month they send me a block in digital format to embroider out. So I'm not purchasing for the year, but I will still receive, an email with, hey, this is what you get to make this year or this month, which I think will be helpful for me to have something new, even though I didn't have to spend money for it in the current time. So this embellishment kit has a little bit of everything. And as you can tell, everything is labeled for the month. These are still available through Kimberbell dealers. So we got some cute little buttons. That one's foam. Got some little pearls and ribbons. I always like these because they do come in a kit, which the kit can hold your fabrics and threads. I did not buy the thread bundle. I have plenty of Glide that I'll be able to, mix and match. And I didn't buy the fabric bundle. I wasn't able to locate a shop that had one curated. So I will be looking through the instructions and building my own. So we got some more ribbons and some bling. That one looks like velvet of some sort. March, January, February, sorry. October. So you can tell that it is well thought out. Each embellishment bundle goes with, the monthly images that we get to stitch. If I get started on this, I will come back with a video, showing my progress or my fabric pool, but it just will not be, a Kimberbell unboxing of a haul. All right, so next up, my final Hoop Studio of 2025. I cut my subscription. Again, I am being mindful and intentional and telling my money where to go this year. So this was paid for and delivered in December. I just got home from vacation, so I haven't even pulled everything out yet. It is going to be a notebook cover with a pen pal. Look how cute that is. That's sweet. Okay, so what am I going to learn? Let's see. We got featured products. So we got fabrics from Riley Blake Macaroni. We have a faux leather, a felt cover book, a notebook. Hold on. Oh, we sure do. It's right there. Fresh technique is attaching the elastic to your project. This month's fresh technique is attaching elastic to your project. Embroider a darling notebook cover. Take a separate pen-sized pocket to wrap around your cover with the included elastic. Here you can see everything. So cute little fabrics, which will be for the flowers and for the pen holder. A nice heavy-duty notebook. This feels really great. There's a lot of weight in there. Tons of pages. Very pretty even without a cover. I like the color on that. Possibly the elastic and what feels like on those fabrics, what they call them. Faux leathers. And then we have the cover in its unfinished stage. So it is, currently open and unsealed. You can add some more notes. This is where the embroidery will go on to. That's actually really neat. I've never made a notebook cover in the hoop. I have actually experimented and made a notebook cover just the other day when my mom last visited. She taught me her methods. So that is going to be fun. That is the last time I will be doing a Hoop Studio unboxing. Again, I have playlist. So I should have like an all Kimberbell or something that when I start working these up, I will have videos. I just will not have any more openings. Sometimes Amazon is just our best friend. So I am doing the Jane Austen 250th. I'm doing the version with the interfaced applique pieces. So my goal will be to hand stitch my blocks down. This was a single pack. The main box got damaged in transport. So it was called Glorious Handwork. It is put together by Eliza and Kim. And these are Aurifil's 80 weights. And one way you can tell is the wooden spools. So it is a nice and rainbow effect. I'm really hoping that this hits the mark. I'm using Lori Holt's Gentler Times bundle, which does have the pinks and purples in it. And then it does have the greens and blues and the golds. And it has some grays. So this was my final purchase. I ordered it like on the 30th. This should hold me over for the 250th project all year and moving on, I'm assuming. I totally splurged and got myself a Christmas gift because, you know, we're allowed to do that in our 40s, aren't we? Portland Leather Goods was having a fabulous sale. Let's see if I can come up and over a little bit. This beauty was, oh gosh, maybe 40 to 60% off. I don't remember, I'll be honest. I didn't keep the receipts or anything. I've never gotten a Portland Leather Goods. It is a beautiful bag. I do have a couple things when it comes to bags. I need them to go over my shoulder and tuck up underneath my arm. I need to be able to hold it, kind of like squeeze it together. This one does that. I like the size. I can stick my iPad. I can stick my keys. I will be honest. This chunky metal zipper kind of bugs me when it scratches when I go to put my hand in. I didn't realize that it was going to be so large and sharp. And it kind of folds in when I go to open it. So that is one con. Another is there's no pockets. I'm like, oh my goodness, where am I supposed to put my keys? Everything will fall to the bottom. So I might have to be a little bit more particular when I use this. I mean, obviously I always have keys, right? I always have a cell phone. And those will just fall, and I'm not too happy with that. But it's so pretty, and Merry Christmas to me. Then I went on vacation for my yearly trip to Texas. Well, this time I got to make plans, and I got to meet up with two others. One being Regina from K Money Quilting, and one being Sheila, who is our online chatty friend. She supports everyone's channel. We went to two shops, one being Las Colchas Quilt Shop in San Antonio. And I had to be real careful with my purchases. I needed to focus and think, you know, and not just buy. Well, this little guy was in a kit that I saw. Hold on, I'm gonna bring you back down. It was a part of a table runner kit. Well, this last little panel, this last little border print of it was sitting in a basket, and I was able to pick up just this piece. And so it reminds me of an oversized border print. You can see it here. Hold on, get you down. Right here to here. And it's repeated 4 times. It's just a little under a yard. My goal was 2 pieces for me and 2 pieces for my mom. And the way they had it in their kit was they used big stitching. And they highlighted, you know, through here and through here. They did the leaves on the trees. They came in and did the wings on the bird. It was really pretty. And so, got him. Let's see. Las Colchas Quilt Shop. Is that focusing? San Antonio. And that is where these purchases came from. It is a little older house. It is fully curated, each, you know, independent little spot. Okay, so, oh, they had little guys all over what used to be a kitchen. And this was the only one they had left, were the onions. But they're little miniature applique, homegrown. I mean, they're just so, so cute. Bella Nona is who seems to be making these. So I am going to go on the hunt for the other numbers. They had carrots, they had beets, they had turnips. Super cute. So this is just a fun little piece. I'll probably just make into a mini wall hanging for myself. They did had a nice selection of K. Fawcett Collective fabrics. And I was trying to be good because I have a really huge bin already. But he was a fat quarter laying on the cutting table. It's just, oh, it's too cute. I don't know if I'll keep it together. I don't know if I'll cut out these fish. I will do something down the line. But it's kind of one of those impulse. Okay, let me just grab it while I know it's here. So back to the 250th, the Jane Austen. Back to the reason why I bought these beautiful threads. I am using the Gentler Times bundle. It came with some low volumes. Really, really beautiful low volumes. But I kind of wanted to add more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 here. There's like 20 something blocks. So obviously I needed more. I do want to make them kind of scrappy. Instead of a full, let's say 10-inch square in one print, I think I'm going to go ahead and slice and dice them and do them scrappy with 4 different prints in each block. So I was looking through their low volume, you know, tone on tones, and was able to just build a 1/4 yard bundle with these. And some of them are a little darker, some of them are a little lighter, some of them have textures and prints and whatnots. But they are different than what I have on hand. A lot of mine low volumes are whites with colors. And so this is what came with the original Fat Quarter bundle. See how they have that creaminess to them. And then they are intentional with their colors. So I was trying to bring in a mixture. I still wanted to be on the creamier side, but I wanted, you know, just different low volume points to them. So that is from Las Colchas. But I'm going to keep this here because I added a little bit more. So we went to another shop, Mesquite Bean Fabrics. I don't know. There's a glare. Can you see that? San Antonio as well. It was just a hop, skip, and a jump away. We got there fairly quickly. So there I found a couple more on the lighter side. But I was able to, gosh, this one's so pretty with the purple and gold. So again, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I've added 12 1/4 yard cuts to my Jane Austen box. And, you know, like I said, this is my final haul for 2025. Because I got lots of things brewing, and I am going old school. I'm going back to my Dave Ramsey envelope system. Tell my money where to go for 2026, because I am on a very, very specific savings plan that I have some goals for in the future. So, why is it cricket? Sorry about that. This shop had the cutest... Okay, we all love Laura Heine anyways. But this girl here, what they did was they separated her into months and holidays, and they recreated her multiple times. And of course, the one I fell in love with was a Halloween version. I will insert a picture. They had a St. Patty's version, a 4th of July version. So you buy the pattern, which, I mean, yeah, the fish is kind of cool, actually. And the elephant, you can't go wrong with elephants. So $25, I got 3 patterns. I really wanted her. And then they sold the individual monthly kits. So you can see the Dracula. You can see a kitty cat there. You can see the, you know, the spider web, the stripe. They were very intentionally cut for these kits. A very fun way to use a nice variety. Look at that. They even used Keef for her skirt. And then it has, let's see here. Okay, so it has templates of how they changed her feet to have boots and how they made her a hat. I will be honest, I did not even pay attention to what this kit cost. I fell in love with the sample, and it was kind of like, I better get it now because I'll never be able to get it again. I will be working that up. I have to. Another thing that I picked up was precision piecing. It says seam aligned gentle hold, but they did say that I can use it for, you know, applique piecing, or I can use it for when I'm doing that Jane Austen 250 turned applique system. We'll see. This panel caught my eye. It was the last one sitting there. Insectarium. It was sitting there rolled up on the table, kind of like, hey, look at me, I'm the last one. It's got butterflies, and it's got moths, and it's got beetles, and it's got, oh gosh, I know it, praying mantis. And it's just so fun. And the colors, and it kind of screamed at me that I needed to buy it. Well, then I hit their clearance wall, and I felt that, you know what, I was going to pull off that clearance wall. I was going to be very specific in what I bought. So what I did was I bought half-yard cuts to go with this panel. The whites and the oranges. And this one was just too fun. It has like all the colors. And we had this one. We found a butterfly, a multi-print butterfly. And a really, really fun stripe. I'm wondering if I'm going to turn this into a border or a binding. But all the colors just hit. And I couldn't really pass that up. I probably should have gotten more. So, I don't know exactly. They did have a sample on the wall that after I cut everything and was looking around still, where they took each block and they bordered it with a solid, and then they sashed with one background across the whole thing. I'm thinking I'll just take that inspiration, border with a print, right? Border with a print, come back to the next guy, border with a print, and then just mix and match and have them tossed and turned. I will probably flip and flop the blocks so that none of them are going up, none of them are going down, right? Like they're all tossed and turned, because I like quilts to be kind of just wherever they fall, they can be used, versus always standing on end and have to be on display in a certain manner. So that was that purchase. Then Miss Sheila was like, ooh, sale table. What? And Halloween. So this is called Hocus Pocus. It'll be 60 by 72. Originally $129.99. On sale for $64.99. It comes with the full pattern, which I have had my eye on for the last couple of years. And then it comes with all the fabrics needed. So we have this multicolor bat. We have what looks like raindrops, a blue floral, ghosties with raindrops. And I mean, and these are huge chunks of fabric. We have the ghosties in orange, the floral in orange, the raindrops in orange, that multi-bat but on purplishy pink, and then last but not least, the white and black raindrop. So I probably should have taken a picture of their sample. I don't recall seeing the sample on the wall, to be honest. So out of that $64.99, $30 of it was the pattern. So to me, $9 in this fabric sounds about a good deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fabrics is what it's calling for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, I got 9. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. I did. I got 9, and it's only calling for 8. So I'm wondering if one of these is a border of some sort. I will figure that out along the way. And by the requirements, it's actually saying everything is 1 yard, a yard and a half, half a yard, 3/4 of a yard. So nice sizes. We are good to go. I am very happy with that last purchase. So, again, some people like hauls, some people don't. Some people like to see what other stores carry, or, you know, we all have different tastes. So that was my final. Oh, wait. Amazon's running behind. I do have a bundle of the Jane Austen books coming, which again, that was purchased last year. So what you see here is just, you know, this is it. I do feel that I can go all year without buying. I have to. I have so much to work on. I have so many things. If I have to, you know, pick up batting, that makes sense. You know, to finish a quilt, you need batting. If I have to pick up, I would hate to, but if I had to, pick up a bolt of, you know, creamy off-white background. That way I can finish multiple quilts. But, all right. I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks for sticking around. A comment, a like, a subscribe, and a share is always greatly appreciated. But look forward to future videos for 2026. They are going to be pretty much like my works in progresses and my UFOs. I am on a mission to clear these boxes and bags and totes, and I have bundles and bundles and bundles and patterns and patterns and patterns, and I just need to pair them up and use them, and that's what you guys are going to be seeing. Thanks again.